My name is Rocket, and welcome back to episode 41 of my Postknight playthrough. Now last episode we did the Spectre path in the hard difficulty, and today we're going to move on to the Wolo Hollow. Now the difference between the Wolo Hollow and the Spectre path is that there's going to be a bit more goos, and we also have a few enemies added. So the Wolo Chieftain. The Wolo Chieftain is probably the most troublesome feline you can deal with in this game, because when you charge at him, you will get stunned. He's actually pretty beefy, pretty tanky, and he's hard to deal with. Now I think all three all three charges are viable. So the Blitz charge is very good to deal with that huge backline you're going to be finding. We're going to be finding a lot of Woolings or Wallings and a lot of Goos. The Elusive is good because there's a very good mix between them, even though there's a lot of Goos and a lot of Woolings or Wallings. You also have a lot of Wallows, a lot of Prongles, a lot of Phantom Nears, and also the Wolo Chieftain. So the mix also does very well with the Elusive charge, and you can deal you can be pretty okay with this one. And also you have the Quadra attack. So the Quadra attack can be good because maybe if you have more points in strength, it would be a little bit better. But the Quadra attack, while charging, attacks deal 4 times the damage. This is very good, so you can one-shot the Wolo Chieftain very fast and melt through that front line, so you can access that backline a little faster. Now the problem is with each stun is that with a Blitz you're going to have a harder time dealing with the front line of the Wolo Chieftain because your charge isn't going to have any added damage. The Elusive charge, even though it synergizes very well with your build, doesn't do very good at reaching the backline or dealing with the front line. It's just kind of this mix that can do well against both. It doesn't excel at one thing like the Blitz or the Quadra attack. And the Quadra attack can be very good for you to melt that front line. The problem is accessing the backline can be a little bit more difficult. So I think I'm going to be trying the Blitz because there's so many Goos and Woolings or Wallings that I think I want to try the Blitz. I think the Wolo Chieftain will be a problem no matter what, and I think if I have more an ability that works best for the backline, I can do a little bit better. So yeah, I'm going to be taking the Blitz, and as a shield, if you take the Quadra attack, you should take the counter cover. So shielding up increases critical damage. So doing 4 times the damage and doing critical will do a big amount of damage. But I think with the Blitz charge or the Elusive charge, you want to take the Elusive cover, increases chances of dodging when shielding. It works very well with the agility build. It synergizes very well with everything. So with that, let's go to the Wolo Hollow hard difficulty. And let me just check one more time if everything is good. So we have the Blitz and the Elusive cover. Alright, so let's try the Wolo Hollow and the hard difficulty. So since we're taking the Blitz, the front line of the Wolo Chieftain will be a bit harder to deal with. But everything else should be pretty fine. And we also should have a bit of trouble against the Wallows because they still block us on our first charge. But other than that, we should be doing fine against backline. And we have to worry more about frontline enemies like the Phantom DR one-shotting us, or the Prongles stunning us while other enemies do damage to us, or things like that. But if we can get past the incredibly strong feline, like the Wolo Chieftain, we should be doing fine. And yeah, it's going to be a bit troublesome to get rid of the Wolo Chieftain with the Blitz ability. As you can see, it's pretty annoying, but we're going to have to get rid of him eventually. And after this, we should be doing fine. Since there is no backline members he's defending, we should be fine actually. Alright, there we go. With that, let's try to get rid of the Wolo. I probably should wait for the Wolo to hit me first because his ability is the same as the Wolo Chieftain but doesn't work every time, only the first time you bounce off him. So after you bounce off him once, you can actually charge him without getting stunned. So I probably should be doing that instead of just autopiloting while tugging. Alright, but yeah, you're not gonna have a lot of bounces. It's very annoying when there's 2 of them. Like, holy crap, look at that damage. Alright. Let's see, I kind of need my shield to charge at these Phantom Nears or we die. Very good. As you can see, we take care of the enemies very fast with the Blitz. Because of how our build and our abilities work, we actually just one-shot probably everything in our path except for the Wolo Chieftain. Yeah, the backline is very scary. As you can see, 3 Qs attack very fast. So they do a lot of damage, and they can take us down pretty quickly if you can't take them down as fast as they attack. Well, we can with the Blitz charge. And yeah, this is going to be a bit of a troublesome one because we do have a backline member with the Wolo Chieftain, so you really need some nice heals from our build. And there we go. Alright, we're doing quite fine actually. Back to full HP. You can probably take them down without using another shield and shard, so you can wait for the next enemies and pass the midpoint. Alright, we're doing quite well till this point. Get rid of all these goos. There's so many goos in this level. And we should be doing fine. Alright, so we can charge now, but it's very difficult to charge once the Wolo, when you hit the Wolo, because he will keep bouncing you off. It's a bit annoying, but it's not very troublesome if you just heal off your build. So we're actually doing quite fine. The Woolings or the Wallings doing a lot of damage. I think I'm just gonna call it Walling because Wolo. So Walling, alright. And now we have a Prongle, nothing too scary. The scary thing is the goo behind him, so let's get rid of the goos. Good. And yeah, there's not many Wolo Chieftains, so there's not gonna be that problem of dealing with the Wolo Chieftain that much. So maybe the Blitz in that particular way is a little bit better than the Quadra Attack. But I still think the Quadra Attack is doable and viable in this level. But yeah. Right, this one is a scary one because we have 2 frontline members and a Walling doing damage. But if we heal with our charge, we should be fine, like we are right now. If we don't heal, that's where it becomes a problem. But with that, we actually did it. We defeated the Wolo Hollow in the hard difficulty with the Blitz. So yeah, the Blitz is probably the best one in my opinion. After that, I'm not really sure. I think the Quadra Attack is viable, but there's not many Wolo Chieftains to deal with, so maybe the elusive cover is a little bit better. But with that, we have defeated the Wolo Hollow. Pretty good. 317. Alright, with that, I want to finish off this episode. Next episode, we'll be doing the Grim Grove in the hard difficulty. But for now, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.